With that, we bring in Paul Perez, National Border Patrol Council President, and Victor Avila, former ICE Supervisory Special Agent. They have combined 39 years of experience in immigration enforcement. Gentlemen, great to have you with us. Paul Perez, let me start with you. What kind of impact do you think these deportations of MS-13 and TDA gang members, suspected gang members, will have on the presence of these groups here in the United States?
What we believe it's going to have is a deterrent effect. Number one, it's going to make them think twice about coming into our country, because if they get caught, there's the high possibility that they're going to be sent there to the prison in El Salvador, which is a place where they belong. That prison was built exactly to house those types of gangsters and criminals that have been creating havoc on the streets in El Salvador and doing the same thing here because of Biden's open borders policies. So it's a really, really good place for them to be, and we hope that it's going to send the deterrent effect.
Yeah, I mean, we remember the reports about crime in Venezuela dropping as a number of these individuals crossed the border and came here. Victor, with regard to the connection, we're talking about this Judge Boasberg who's saying that the use of this 1780s law to eject these individuals doesn't hold up because we're not at war with Venezuela. But you have said several times in our conversations that you believe that Maduro is pushing these gang members strategically into the United States. What evidence do you have of that?
Absolutely, Martha. I've been talking to a lot of my contacts, a lot of people in the intelligence community and others that have shared with me that connection, especially TDA experts that tell me that the Maduro regime is the one overseeing the TDA, the Tren de Aragua members in the U.S., and through the bigger cartel de las Soles that I mentioned to you last time, the Cartel of the Suns. And so this connection, which also links the linkage between Venezuela and Iran. So this is a big issue, and this is where the national security issue comes from. And I believe that's why they were designated as terrorists. And remember that we don't just need this law, this act, to deport people. Immigration system has many, many other forms of removing people from this country. And I'm glad that El Salvador is accepting a lot of these individuals because a lot of them belong there, and not necessarily in this terrorist camp of the detention facility, but they're welcoming any other deportees to their country as well.
Yeah. What are you seeing at the border, Paul, in terms of people still crossing? We know the numbers have dropped dramatically, but for a while we were seeing people from Iran, from China, and a lot of suspicion was around that in terms of what their mission was here in this country, and certainly with these gang members, big concern about safety, obviously.
Yeah, it's night and day. It's slowed down to a trickle because of the posture that we've taken on the border, that we're now allowed to actually patrol and deter on the border, which we weren't allowed to do. So those people that were coming in and abusing the asylum system from those countries are no longer coming because they know that they're going to be apprehended and returned to their countries. So it's slowed down dramatically, and that's exactly what a secure border looks like.
Yeah, we just know that the sheer numbers that were crossing made it possible for these gangs to operate very easily, getting across the border, and human trafficking as well, which I know is a very important issue for both of you. Paul Perez, Victor Avila, thank you very much. Great to have you both here today.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.